Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, we're going to see what's going on currently. Good, bad, or indifferent. Collective energy checking. It's a bit weird that my life looks like that. So what kind of changes is going on? I have no idea why it looks like that. Sometimes you've got to put a bit of effects. So there must be a reason why I have no background. Okay. I think that's for a... Yeah, that's better. So I had to just make a few little changes. But yeah, I hope everybody's ready to go. You know that the word is of I think it's beyond desperate at this point. I kind of get the sense of scattered and frantic. Yeah. What's the word higher than despair? Would it be frantic? Frantically scrambling. There's a lot of fight as well. A lot of people are fighting, arguing. For certain individuals, it may turn into a fight, like a physical altercation, like fists. But spirit, let me just know what the collective needs to know for this overall energy for Tuesday, the 30th of September, 2025. Spirit, are there not the collective, are the individuals fighting at this minute? Is there conflict as we speak? Current time, current energy, yes or no? Ooh. Is it the opposition that's in conflict as we speak, Spirit, yes or no? Yeah. I know what I'm laughing. Damn. Let me just. I kind of got this strong sense anyway, but I just wanna confirm something. Is it family members, Spirit, that are in deep conflict? Yes or no? Yep. Has their fraudulent activity been caught? Are they caught and exposed, Spirit? Yes or no? Are these family members caught and exposed, Spirit? Yes or no? Yeah, that was a heavy yes. Ooh. Can you tell me, Spirit, if these individuals are currently receiving judgment as we speak? Are these individuals currently receiving judgment, Spirit? Yes or no? Divine judgment, I mean. Yes or no? Yep. That's a heavy switch. Ooh. I kind of sense for some, even though for everybody the judgment is harsh, but for specific individuals, it's severe. Yeah. Not really much I can say about that, but it is what it is. So yeah, the judgment is severe as we speak. Just like I know if you're in the chat just doing silliness or just trying to evil eye, which will be returned to instantly because it's unjustified, it's unwarranted, and it's criminal. Spiritually criminal. Not even spiritually negligent, spiritually criminal. Diabolically criminal is what I'm getting. Okay. So what do we need to know? Overall, Spirit, please and thank you. I can do my put shield of protection around me. Let me know what we need to know, what we want to know. Ooh, so oh, now let me just say this. Possibly the tower in reverse, yeah. So that's Scorpio and Aries energy. That could be your zodiac sign, doesn't have to be, or it's the people involved, or these two individuals specifically is getting hit the worst. I was going to say worst is. Worst isn't even a word, is it? They're being hit the worst with the Five of Pentacles. So that tells me everything's blown up for these individuals. They're going through a lot of hardship. They're experiencing a lot of hardship, and it's only going to get worse. And for the collective who was put in this position, you're now coming out of this position, or you're already out of this position. Either way, shit's been flipped upside down, because I quite sure yesterday the Wheel of Fortune came out and the World card came out twice. Yeah, so that just tells me the more we persist and carry on our path, is the more these people are thrust into their own awakening as well as their own judgment. They have to accept it is what it is. They can't run from it. Period. Some of them has been trying to dodge it for whatever reason. It makes no difference. But yeah, if you think it's hard now, you ain't seen nothing yet. I don't feel that these individuals are prepared for what they're about to experience. As much as they've been trying to mask and hide it and deflect and act as though everything's gravy, clearly it isn't. So, yeah, they're going through it. I don't think they want people to know what they're going through. You get some people that live in cognitive distortion where they act like, if they believe, if they act like or delude themselves and make themselves believe that this is not what's happening, that it's not going to impact them. I got news for you. It doesn't work like that. In certain aspects, maybe, but in this aspect, absolutely not. Now I find the Five of Pentacles in the Tower card. Oh, can I get one more? Thank you. Some of us are resting. Some of you have been laid to rest. We've got the Four of Swords, and that's rest and recovery. I've been honest, for a lot of individuals, they won't recover from this because of the extent and the lengths they perpetrated on the innocent and the less fortunate, and the way they reveled in their endeavors, in the hidden attacks. Now, the Two of Pentacles is kind of like on the fence. So I could take it one of two ways. I could take it either as they're pissed at the fact that we still managed to maintain our own balance, and we balance out the energy no matter what they did. Or I can take it as they're trying to reflect that they're not out of balance. Do you understand? Or they've got things juggled. No, they haven't. So stop lying. You haven't. You had this attitude where it was like, oh, fake it till you make it. But then you would also pretend like you did when you was never that. Because for some of you, you had to do the work. But instead of doing your own work, you stole the method from other people and then presented that as if you'd done it. Even stealing people's truths of things that they've had to overcome or things they've experienced is what I'm getting. But either way, for the ones that did do the work, it does feel kind of light. So it's kind of weird. It's literally like, I would never say a dark cloud. I would have said like just a slight heaviness. Or if some of you felt bombarded, it's literally like that boulder's been removed. Is what I'm getting. So these people have been completely removed. All they can do is sit and spy and watch. There ain't shit all they can do. There ain't shit else they can do. I mean, yeah, Nine of Cups on the bottom. They're walking you. They're walking you. They're watching you walk into your wishes fulfilled. Is what I can say. For a lot of you, I've noticed that it won't be the same for everybody. I have noticed that the same people that perpetuated the most slander, they either avoid you at all costs, or if they do see you, it's like they're mute. It's like they really try to, you kind of try to pretend like you're invisible, like you don't want to be seen. I kind of get that type of energy. Not everybody, but for some of you, yeah, definitely what these people have been doing. So they're basically saying, shit. Yeah, whatever it is coming in quick, hot, and heavy. I'm kind of sensing like, I don't know, messages, change of atmosphere, change of everything. How the world greets you, individuals, people, places, and things is what I get. You may even get some callbacks. Funny enough, it's kind of like everybody wants to be your friend type thing. But let's be mindful, because some of these individuals are not genuine. Some of these individuals are believing that because they haven't heard their name being mentioned or any of the things that they've done being spoken about, they really believe that they've not been exposed, is what I get. But they have. Page of Cups. Is some of you waiting on some type of Happy news could be a gift, could be information. I kind of get is although it's something that will make you very happy, I get that the situation surrounding it is quite sad. So possibly getting some information on some truths about some individuals that were trying to do some type of harm is what I sense. Trying to destroy you, basically trying to destroy you for whatever monetary reasons. I think at the core of it is jealousy, to be quite honest with you. Jealousy and lies. But yeah, this could be a host of people. You confirm the page cuts in the spirit. I told you, you're getting justice for this. Yeah. You deserve it. Justice is Libra again. So maybe you're gonna get confirmation of it in Libra season, or the person bringing you this information of justice could be someone who has a Libra, or you could be a Libra. Yeah, they see you're magical. So maybe it's someone that was probably impersonating you, as well as probably slandering you. I get a whole conglomerate of individuals, is what I will say. That was doing a lot of dark, devious acts under the cover of darkness, is what I get. So I would say like moon magic, black magic, voodoo, all of that bullshit. Probably even made a voodoo doll. As well as the slander, which has been unearthed, is what I do get. So anything you might feel that might feel a bit irritating, I would say it's just like residual, because it's not going to do anything. I kind of sense that these people hate to see you happy. They hate to see you smile. They don't want you to be happy. They hate that you are happy. Let's be clear on that one. You know, the magician is Gemini or Virgo energy. That could be you. But for the most part, it's like you're an anomaly. I don't think this is a version of your existence that they not only never expected, they never knew you had it in you, and they never saw coming. Yeah, they never saw this one coming. So yeah, good around. Levers on again on the bottom. Could pertain to a lover, but at the same time, so could your family members. Or even ex-lover. Can't find a magician card, please. Thank you. Ooh, lots of people out. Some devilish antics was going on under these moon cycles. Yeah, okay. The moon in Pisces. So maybe this is a Pisces, or the Pisces was the behind a lot of it, or doing the most. If I could say that. Devil card is Capricorn, so this also could involve a Capricorn, or you could be Capricorn, and each have to have you and never devil energy. But basically, people was demonic, and they probably tried to portray you as the devil, demonic, everything that they said you was. They was only describing their true characteristics. Hence, why they probably sounded so convincing, because that's who they truly were. For the ones that was easily led astray, is what I'm getting. You have to take accountability. There's no blame game over here. You was I heard, willing participant with zero resistance. So that just tells me you didn't care, you didn't question shit, you believed everything you was told, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. and actually enjoyed the nefarious actions you was taking. For some of you, you got off on this. I hope you feel the same about the karma. That's what I will say. Three of Pentacles. You tried to stop individuals' success. That didn't work. You tried to steal it from them, copy it, mimic it, clone it, however it's where you want to articulate it, but it is what it is, I suppose. I see that a lot more people are speaking up on these things, but I also feel that these ones that was out there scamming people, they're being put on blast. Because not only was you the same people that you was scamming, you was also doing magic on them to make them believe in whatever illusion you was trying to fabricate and form a narrative, hoping that these people would manifest that into their reality. Some people may have woken up, some people may be struggling, but either way, spells have been broken. Spells have been broken. So we've got the 2 and the 3 of Pentacles. Anything else? This is your new journey. For some of you may never, this may be like because you never expected to even get this far, but then realizing that it wasn't by your own hand, if that makes any sense. Like you was being blocked, you was being triangulated, they were trying to like put a stronghold on you, everything. And then they want to benefit, obviously. They want to knock you down to make themselves look better, to make themselves have a come up, which is vile on every level. Vile is what I will say. Be moving on to come over either way. Happily, might I add. For some of you, and the thing about it is, if you don't like to see people's happiness, why watch? That's what I will say. Some of you like to sit there and watch people in anger and then possibly be like shouting and screaming at the screen, which is ludicrous. Some of you are probably even like literally throwing your phone against the wall for whatever reason, but nobody really gives a damn. But yeah, the lovers are here. So for some of you, you have a true divine counterpart. The ones that you had in the past, there's no coming back for these people, period. No matter how much they try and fight, it is what it is. The Most High is making sure that they can't body jump into another vessel and try to charm you. It's not going to work. Because you see everything you need to see with the Sun card, which is in Leo. Lovers is Gemini energy. Gemini may be significant, it may not be. Just put it where it needs to fit. But what I'm saying is, they couldn't stop your shine. Am I in that song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond? Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. They couldn't dim your shine, collective. I think the overall aim was to wear you down, so they thought, and frustrate you to the point of not just exhaustion. They was praying, wishing you would just give up and roll over, which is ludicrous. You might have done that in previous lives, but like I said, in 2025, absolutely not. Do you understand? The veil has been lifted. The goggles are off. The goggles are absolutely off. And I think these people know it too, because for some of you, these people know exactly who you were. They've always known. They knew from the minute you was born, basically. They just didn't want you to know. Hence why you had such a traumatic and abusive childhood. Some of you never even had a childhood. Do you understand? Which is probably why you don't have good memories, first of all, and second of all, for some of you, see, like how you will see like other siblings or other family members, like they'll have like photo albums of like different parts of their childhood growing up, that kind of thing. You don't have that at all. It's not like you haven't asked, you have, but you've been met with excuses and lies. Lies and manipulation is what I get. And if you proceed to keep asking questions, you was met with aggression. Yeah. So it was like you was beaten into submission or beaten into silence. Not anymore. And that can never happen again either. Understand? Alright, Spirit, can you clarify the stone card and the lovers card? Okay. So what I'm getting is, you're not restricted, you're not on hold. These people are on hold because it's in the reverse, so that's them. So basically, whatever they thought they were stopping for you, they absolutely, it kind of had the adverse effect. I'm kind of getting is like, and I suppose some of you might have been feeling this kind of weird energy and not quite sure what it was, but it's like you've been thrusted to where you need to be, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Unbeknownst to these individuals, because like I said, they've been crying like a mother bleep bleep. And I still never got them anywhere. So we have the Knight and the Page of Wands. And this is good news as well, but this is possibly work-related good news. So some of you may have thought you might have lost opportunities, or something that you may feel was taken from you is being returned, basically. And I would say for the Knight of Wands, some of you have wanted to, what's the word when you want to just go? Like have a change of scenery, or maybe even a change of home. Or maybe you're being moved to more safer quarters. I kind of sense that it's like the evil that resides around you can't penetrate or impact you, which is what these people wanted. So they're basically being made to fester in their own squalor. So that must mean they was doing some nasty type of work, is what I get. Some nasty work. And now they have to sit in it. And they don't like that. Yeah. So good that he was able to not second guess, is what I'm getting. Or be manipulated about the people you cut off or the people you walk away from. Because clearly they was all in on it. In some way, shape or form, they was all in on it. They all knew too. The only person that didn't know, so they thought was you. But what I can say is these people was the catalyst to your awakening with the shit they was doing to you. But I believe that it was meant to play out like this. Do you understand? So you will never have to experience any of the stuff you experienced in the past. And I also want to say, strategically, it was done to a lot of individuals. Some was targeted more than others. And like I said, there are some that succumb to what was being done. And because everybody else succumb in whatever shape or form, It's like they have the same concept, or they believe the same concept for you. So you've proven a lot of people wrong, and you've shut a lot of evildoers up, so to speak, including your own family members. Well, I wouldn't class them as family. Nah. Mm-mm.
Unknown caller.
Oh shit. I have to account because I was going to mess up my live. I was going to answer machine. That's okay. I'll have to ring it back after this, but yeah, I can't have any interruption. Why does that always happen? There'll be times when you're waiting for phone calls that you're expecting, and then you waste however many hours or a day or whatever the case may be, and it never comes. But then the minute you're doing something, this is how you know. This is how you know the devil does not rob an empty house. Do you understand? So the devil ain't bothering with you, you're not important. Clearly. But anyway, as I was saying, and I never expected you to be as resilient and determined as what you've displayed. I kind of sense that some of these people they're not going to admit it to you. It's like they're starstruck, they're in awe. And it reminds me of something that someone said to me once when I kind of I went to I did some counseling and therapy sessions for some trauma. And it's meant to be like 8 book sessions. Collective, I didn't even get through the first one. I kid you not. Because I just assumed that my experiences was like normal. That's what I was made to believe. Or that's what was indoctrinated into me to believe this is what happens in all families. And that was so far from the truth. And I'll never forget, I was sat talking to as a lady as well. And she told me to just tell her a little bit of my first traumatic experiences that I could remember, because I know there's some things that you don't want to remember. So however traumatic it was, your brain has a way to protect your body of locking it away so deep that you're in denial that it actually happened. That makes any sense. So when it does come back to you, it kind of hits you like a ton of bricks if you're not prepared for it. But if you're healed enough, you can face it, deal with the emotions of it, do you understand, and put it to rest and continue forward. But for some, it was that traumatic, it kind of made you spiral. So you kind of went into yourself, like you kind of just went numb, if that makes any sense. It's like it's literally like your brain shut off from your heart. That's the best way I can describe it. So you kind of, it's like in a crazy way, it's like these people was trying to force you to normalize the abuse that they was afflicting on you. And in no way, shape, or form, let me tell you, was that ever normal or acceptable. In fact, I go as far to say as in a court of laws, so many people would have got life for the stuff they did to you. Do you understand? This has been going on for a long time, a very long time. But anyway, as I was saying, and I didn't think it was that severe, and I didn't even get 10 minutes in. Imagine, I think I had such bad anxiety, I couldn't sit there and like talk. I literally had to for instance, this is a flannel. I think I had like a flannel or like a squeegee ball, and it's like I had to give myself not comfort but to calm myself down. So I had to focus on this flannel in order to be able to express and verbalize what I'd experienced and the kind of shit I had to go through from an early age. Do you understand? And this woman, I couldn't believe it. And this is what I think it messed me up in the sense of I wasn't prepared for it. So just from her reaction, I think it made me spiral, because then it dawned on me. It's like it hit you like a bloody steamroller. Like you should have not only should have never experienced the things you did at such an early age, but the trauma and the impact it had on how you viewed yourself and even the world. And I think that's what made you hold back from a lot of things. It's like you suppressed a lot of things that you should never have needed to suppress, if that makes any sense. But yeah, and this lady started crying. It's like she was that overwhelmed, she had to take a break. And I think to myself, hold on a minute, like, you're meant to be counseling me, like, so what's going on? But at the same time, I'm trying to stop myself from crying because at that point I realized, like, I'm lucky to have even made that out in one piece. Do you understand? Cognitive too. But yeah, I'll never forget when she came, she went away for about 10 minutes. She was crying, like literally, like I've never seen someone cry, flood to tears like that. And it made me feel bad, like, damn, because even though I wasn't to blame, do you know what I mean? I'll never forget what she said to me. It kind of stuck with me. She said that I was able to express it in a very articulate way. And she then proceeded to say, I don't look like someone that's been through what I've just told her. And I kind of didn't understand that, if that makes any sense. I couldn't really wrap my mind around that. Do you know what I mean? But now I kind of get it. But back then, I was just closed off to a lot of things because of the trauma I experienced. You know, so that kind of set the tone for like the last 20 odd years, 20 years plus of my existence. But yeah, just little things like that. But I got through it. I'm still here, one piece. And I can still laugh about it. Do you know what I mean? There's a point where I couldn't even speak about it because it tore me up that bad. I didn't understand. Other than being born, what did I do to deserve that kind of treatment? Especially when you see your siblings being treated totally different from you, you don't understand. So you think to yourself, if I do everything right, do everything I'm told to do, even if it is against the law, that's another thing as well. Like some of you parents are diabolical, and I'll leave it there. But yeah, and I didn't understand. But now they're paying the price for it, so it is what it is. So yeah, that's something I thought I would share. Yeah. They could see you're a star, Aquarius energy. They know you're a star. You've always known you was a star, which is probably why they were so hell bent on always trying to like tear down your ideas and your dreams and aspirations. And you know, when sometimes when people, especially when it's like triangulated like that, they all say the same thing. It's like they want you to believe that you're not worthy of anything. They want you to believe that you're never going to amount to nothing. They want you to believe that your worth goes as far as how they treat you. So basically, that's like saying they deserve to treat you like trash. They deserve to abuse you in every way, shape, or form, spiritually and physically. And now they have to pay the price. Do you understand? Now they have to pay the price. So yeah, people know exactly. They've always known who you are. They just don't want you to know who you are. I think you can't. Some of us kind of felt it, but we didn't want to. We're not like ego driven like these people are. You understand? We've realized now that they're very narcissistic and very egotistical, very prideful. These are people that will never admit they're wrong. They always find, uh, uh, always try and look for an angle to deflect and blame someone else or try and turn it back on the object of their aggression, basically. And that's what these people have been doing. Like, they made a skill out of it, is what I can see. They made a skill out of it. And also been able to turn others to think in the same way they do. And that in itself kind of goes two ways because the ones that never questioned anything and allowed themselves to be led like lambs to the slaughter, you've got to take partial accountability for the fact of you never went and did any asking and you didn't ask the right question, you didn't ask any question. Do you know what I'm saying? You just went with it. So that just tells me they only paid on people that was like insecure or felt low of themselves in some way, shape, or form. They're easily manipulated. Do you understand? So people like that, they can spot people like that a mile away. Do you understand? Because when you're in that kind of low frequency, you emit some type of vibration that is like ding, ding, ding. Radar. So these little demons, that's what they are, the demons. Let's be clear. But we have the Two of Wands. So you accomplished what you were supposed to accomplish, which was self-love. Your change of your perception, and even on how you view yourself. And I think top of the list for that one is you have to learn to love yourself. I get that a lot of these people may not love themselves, but that's not your burden to carry. So they want to project how they feel about their self onto you to make you feel like them. Do you understand? But then absorb all your goodness and pretend that, yeah, this is me. No, it wasn't. It never was. So once you call back your power and your energy from all these people, they kind of turn into zombies. Straight zombies. That's the best way I can describe it. Straight zombies. Hell-bent zombies is what I'm getting. Do you understand? But it is what it is. Yeah, look. They're fighting now. That's just not my problem. You get one more for the Two of Wands, please. Yeah. You are a true divine empress. So there are a lot of fake people out there. You even got someone that's actually impersonating you. You know, you got a doppelganger out here. They know you're divine, but I'm kind of getting like these are these religious organizations that are there. Some of them are straight demonic. Not gonna lie. At some point, they've all taken some type of deal. Some of you was guided to not speak until you was given the go ahead to speak on what you've observed in these different organizations, and that's exactly what you did. And they didn't like that, but now people are actually seeing it for themselves. You know, a lot of these people have a lot to answer to, but they also know that with you evolving the way you have, the way you conduct yourself, even the way you move, yeah, they're studying. They're trying to analyze you, trying to get into the way you think or kind of what level your mind's at. It's not really their business, to be quite honest with you. But it is what it is. But yeah, you're an Empress energy. You're standing on business. Some of you are not just an Empress, Aries, Taurus, Libra energy. I kind of think you've been spiritually ranked up is what I'm getting. So yeah, they kind of know that you're not to be played with. And if they don't know, they're going to learn the hard way. It is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, you can also be looked at as like some type of divine hierophant. You are a divine messenger of unconditional love. Because no matter what these people did to you, you didn't let that close off who you was. You just had to learn discernment on who was deserving of that unconditional love. And that is the power of healing. Do you understand? There's so many unhealed vessels walking around that put on a persona or dress themselves up to make themselves feel worthy. And it's all fake. Do you understand? You can tell anyway, just by how they present themselves. Even that, they like to watch and see what you say, so then they can try and adapt it to their false narrative in some way, shape, or form, to then further go on to fool even more people. But anybody watching this, anybody with any sense, will know. Because your body will never lie to you. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. Yeah, they know you're Queen of Pentacles. They know you are the abundance. It is getting you to know that you are the abundant. Okay. Okay. You see how that flew? Oh, look at that. Look at that. 4, 7, and 9 of Pentacles. Nine of Swords in the reverse, so that just means someone's having sleepless night, but that's what they're trying to do to you. There was a point where some of us did struggle with that. And for some of you, like myself as well, you ended up on a lot of different medications, and that never helped the situation. It was like a big black hole where you couldn't even see any type of light, so you literally have to crawl your way out. Do you understand? You might have crawled yourself up 10 steps, but then got dragged back down 20 steps. Does that make any sense? Because you just kept going. You never gave up. You never gave up. And that's what really pisses people off. You wouldn't give up. But now, the same energy that they put you in, the same shit that you had to experience, yeah, now it's their turn. Now it's their turn, collective. Let me tell you. But yeah. They wanted you to be in fear. That wasn't real. You know? They thought by stealing from you the way they did and leaving you out in the cold deliberately to make you suffer, they thought that was going to break you, and it didn't. You just learned to be extremely resourceful. And I promise you that's by the grace of God. Because for a lot of you, you have to change a lot of things within your close proximity. That could mean what you spend your money on, what you eat, your diet, how you entertain yourself, all of that malarkey. But these people want you on your knees begging for crumbs. We don't beg for crumbs. Do you understand? We don't beg for crumbs. 7 of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be incorporated or enlisted into other new money-making ventures, whether it be through downloads or through collaboration with others. But what I will say is, just be mindful, because like I said, you still got the scammers out there. You understand? That is never ending. But I think for the most part, you've learned discernment on how to fish out the fraudulent ones. Okay, all they're trying to do is put you in some type of trap. Do you understand? So they can then try and lob you with shit they've done. Not gonna work. That's why you have the 9 of Pentacles. You're already secure. And they thought, when they say like financial and material security, these people had one perception. I feel as though they just thought it's about how much money you got. That means nothing, because you can't take that with you when you're dead. Do you understand? They made the wrong thing their God. So we are millionaires in spirits. If not billionaires, trillionaires. We have a trillionaire spirit. And that's something no amount of money can buy that. There's a big difference. This is why these people have tried to tempt you, bribe you. For some of you, even try and push you back into that energy of like past cycles of addiction and shit like that. And now it's their existence. Yeah. They're the ones carrying the burdens now, because it's their own burdens. This is why you can't help anybody. Imagine coming to find out you was helping the same people that were trying to destroy you. And it's really funny. The minute you've helped these individuals, yeah, everything in your life crashed and burned within the space of a couple of weeks. For some of you, it was quicker than that. But now you understand, yeah, the world is here for you. Which is Taurus energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But the world is here for you. I think you resonate at the frequency of the earth when it comes to like evolving and growth. Whereas maybe before, because you let a lot of things blind or cover you making good decisions, and that makes any sense. You stayed at that level, but also it was also a projection from the same individuals you were surrounded by. It's like being in a crowd of demons and you're the only one source of light. Do you understand? In that sense. Yeah, and then we've got the Page of Pentacles. Another card of good news. Maybe you're owed some money, maybe. Maybe someone took something from you that they had no right to take. Or they obviously lied for how they was able to obtain it. I'm also getting fraud. So yeah, there's been a lot of fraud going on. That's being exposed. But yeah, it's all coming out in the wash, guys. It's all coming out in the wash. You look, judgment again. These people are receiving the judgment for what they did. There's no escaping it. So not everybody, but I think some people think that if they apologize, it's gonna relieve them of some of their karma. It doesn't work like that. And the fact that you don't even want to wait until this karma is kicking your ass, do you understand? That just confirms that there's nothing genuine in it. So I'll just say I can only speak for myself, but for myself, I don't want only your apology. Period. You need to be apologizing to your ancestors and your bloodline that you've just cursed for however long. See it there? Do you know what I get from this? And it fell on the star card. So you were trying to push a narrative or change the energy in the atmosphere to make it seem as though we're not getting any justice for the shit you people did, hoping that we'd act out in some type of low vibrational way. And all the whilst, you people are sat there, whether you're screen recording or talking to people's phone and recording their voice. Do you understand? So you can capture something. You'd be like, see, I told you there was this, and this. Yeah. But we've not done that. We've been diplomatic the whole way through. I know you're wondering, how do you do it? That's for us to for you not to know. You got to go through your own shit and find out your own way. Understand? I'm not going to give you the source for that one. We say what we mean and we mean what we say. We stand on business. Queen of Swords. She ain't playing no games. You don't want us to be perceptive. You don't want to be perceptive to us. You didn't like the fact of when we called things out for what it was, you didn't want to admit that we was correct. You still wanted to lie and manipulate. Because you lot found it fun, innit? It was all fun and games. It's not fun and games anymore, is it? No, it's not all fun and games no more, is it? So we knew eventually there would be a positive outcome which would go for our best interests. Of course, we were unaware of how it looked. But the fact of the matter is, from we know the end result, that's all that matters. Do you understand? But you were there stressing, like how you're stressing now, about the karma you're going to receive. Some of you could be going to jail. Yeah, we know about you going to court, lying under oath, fraud, faking, or doctoring up paperwork, all that malarkey, defamation of character, all that. And you're still out there lying like a good one. But it is what it is. One monkey don't stop no show. I don't know who's not with that analogy, but yeah, that's like one monkey on their circus. Look, King of Pentacles. So some of you may have a King of Pentacles coming in, or he's already in your energy. It's probably already taken place in the 5D. It's just yet to come into fruition, so to speak, for this realm. But yeah, anything else for the collective? I don't know if someone has a sick child, but I do know someone's gonna be getting some disappointing news, delays, or maybe whatever you have planned for your endeavor. The comments I'm talking. Yeah, you're in heartbreak over this shit. Do you know it's inevitable? There's nothing you can do to stop it. And you can't slow it down either, because I think that's what a lot of people have been doing, is what you've been trying to slow it down, trying to block it. And all you did was make it worse for yourself. I just heard you've been hit left, right, and center. Whatever it is you're about to obtain, it's because you shared your knowledge and your gifts with the universe, with other people. You kind of became that beacon of light. Even though you was experiencing a lot of shit yourself, you just put that to the back of your mind and continued basically kind of doing your job, innit? To enlighten other people, so that people could also be on their right designed path, destined path. Exactly how the creator designed it for us. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's is different. But you also got to remember that you made this decision before you actually was incarnated into a fetus, so to speak. Your soul already chose this path. Basically, you got the full card out here again, so that tells me you're in your new beginning. It kind of isn't. It's like an adventure. It's an adventure on a whole new playing field. Do you understand? No experiences, no past experiences can intercept this at all. Do you know what I mean? It's all new. And I kind of sense that for a lot of you. I wouldn't say scary. It feels a bit like daunting, because you don't know what to expect. But just know it will work out for your best interest. That's it. Don't stress about anything else. This is what these people want you to do. They want you to stress about it. Don't. Your angels and your ancestors will never guide you wrong. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. I told you, some of you are going to be getting either a new job from whatever existing skills or talents that you have, or a new venture. Some of you had ideas that you've not really implemented or acted on. You're going to find a way, or a way will be paved for you, is what I'm getting, or you'll have the means to do so. So if the Queen of Cups is in the reverse, maybe this is someone else that's getting common, and this is someone that's wicked. They're not kind, they're not caring, they're not thoughtful. I think they use their outer exterior to play people, lead people into a false sense of security, and then they strike. So yeah, they might present themselves as just loving, kind, warm-natured individuals, sensitive, Nah, nurturing, absolutely not. All the opposite in the worst possible way. So, like I said, a lot of masks are being lifted. Like whatever you was doing to mask or glam yourself, that's been obliterated. People can see straight through it. I just heard like a scratch record. It's like I don't know if you keep repeating the same things over and over again and expect a different outcome. It doesn't work like that. What worked in the past doesn't work anymore. I heard this outdated. So I don't know if that's your outdated way of thinking or your outdated way of trying to manipulate people that ain't working anymore and that's probably pissing you off. Someone's angry. I kind of sense like someone's head is hot. You know when steam comes out your ears? Yeah. And that's what you're trying to project. I return it to you tenfold and may it rest with you. It's not my energy. And I don't accept it. So return to sender. It's not our energy. And you don't accept it. Point blank period. Come on, shine. Let me pull from these that I've been see what else comes out. You see if the same ones come out. I like when that happens. It's like, ooh. Is it repeating itself? Ooh. What's that? Seven of Pentacles. Isn't that prosperity? I think. Like your work efforts rewarded, I think. Prosperity. Yeah. I think someone owes you money. Someone took something that didn't belong to them. Possibly they was meant to give you something and they didn't. They lied about it. And I'm quite sure that there's proof of this too. Mm-hmm. Scrambling like roaches. That's some water. Where's the sunlight? Because I got to put this in the sunlight, isn't it? Apparently, I might actually put a healing crystal in there. Is it better down there? Can the sunlight hit it? Yeah, sunlight's hitting it. Let me see if it works. This is something I saw when I purchased it. I know I like my gadgets. I know. That's what my work colleague said. Tinny, you love your gadgets, innit? As long as it's beneficial, that's what that matters. You know? It's useful. Constructive, positive, constructive, and beneficial. Remember those words. Beneficial, constructive, and positive. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Can I get some unitary for the collective to confirm this spread? Thank you, spirit. Okay. Yeah. This movie they were trying to I wouldn't say yeah, look at that. Imagination. That's what I want from you. Imagination. It's the Nine of Cups. Some of you have a very active imagination that he was trying to suppress by bombarding you with all this, trying to project all this negative energy on you so you couldn't really be imaginative. For some of you, they was trying to do some type of ritual work to get in your mind to see your ideas or to steal your imagination. I'm getting steal your creative ideas. So many people want to literally devour you. Is it really? Damn. But clearly you're still showing up as the star. For a lot of you, I wouldn't say your creative flow stopped. I would just say it was a bit stifled. I think no matter what these people was doing, I think it was only done to protect you because of how these people was moving, so that you could then uh, work on your own spiritual gifts. Does that make any sense? To know what to share and what not to share. Because not everything you create you need to share instantly. Do you know what I mean? At least wait till it's at a certain plateau and then present it, is what I'm getting. And this is why these people that are in better positions or higher positions is just taking it for their own, barefacedly as well. You transformed. So how you do things then, how you used to think then, is not how you think now. So you've had like a total transformation, is what I'm getting. A lot of you may be a bit reluctant. You might have had a bit of resistance, is what I sense as well. But yeah, once you went within, done what you was guided to do, release what you needed to release. Yeah, you was able to fully step into it, is what I'm getting. Blissfully. I like that. Walking in blissfulness. You know how to work between your masculine and your feminine energy, is what I get. Or this could be someone else that's coming into alignment with you, and like you're doing your work and they're doing their work. And obviously you can't put a time frame on divine timing, is what I get. So when the time is right, it will happen. So don't try to force things. Like I said, you have some type of new idea that you might have been sitting on or you're working on. So you're doing the groundwork for it. Continue to do so, because then everything else will fall into place for you. That makes any sense. Some of you might be stressed and thinking you might need other materials to make this happen or bring this into fruition. Don't stress about that. Just focus on, is what I'm getting. Just focus on the finished product, you know? Because that just kind of distracts your mind from where your focus should be, is what I'm getting. So if you just focus on the finished product itself, then you can like do little tweaking or whatever the case may be. Do you know what I mean? But just focus on that. Don't focus on anything else. Is what I get. I thought I dropped the carpet now. Okay. Give me a couple more. Clarify the page of bronze. Yeah. I kind of sense that. Yeah. Exactly. When you make the right decisions, you will always accomplish what you need to. I also get that you know when to pause and reflect, or pause in the sense of you might see something as not having the outcome that you're looking to attain. You can always change direction at any point. So there's a word for that, isn't it? Flexible. You're very flexible. Yeah. You stood firm in your Queen of Swords composure. For some of you, I get in it. I wouldn't say it was a battle. It was a test. Yeah, it was a test. But once you had that focus and that overall insight, what also pissed these people off is that you couldn't be swayed at all. You dug in deep, is what I'm getting. You dug in deep. Kind of since you was it's like that strength and that fire came out of you, basically, and that gave you the drive to keep going. And I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of me too. But yeah, you're going to accomplish all the things you've been wishing to accomplish and more, is what I get. So you are a legacy in itself. Not even in the making, you are a legacy for all you've had to oversee. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, some of you that's in some type of disagreements. You're having grief. The people are in grief because they know that basically if the shit they was doing didn't stick to you, or it didn't change anything about you, or they didn't do any harm to you or make you sick or any of that malarkey, then guess what? Number one, it's got to go somewhere. Excuse me. And number two, they're gonna lose a lot because they betted on a lot and they did things they never dreamed they would do, but they did because they was focused on the wrong thing. But I already said to you, your fulfillment is here. So from here on up, guys, it's nothing but bliss, fulfillment, happiness. Because you shine bright like a star. You are a star, in fact. No, you are a star. Unfortunate for some. It is what it is. They want to take your shine. They was jealous of your shine. Now certain people want to come and join together with you. I'd be mindful of that. You don't need these people. Yeah. Can I get any more confirmations on this spread? Spread, please, and thank you. And getting you release all that you needed to release. Whatever you thought you might have been stuck in or stuck with is even like a mindset. They want to keep you in this mindset. Because also while they're keeping you in this mindset, you're not elevating your mind. That makes any sense. So I think it was easier for them to siphon and take from you, is what I'm getting. That is kind of like a low vibration, isn't it? It is a low vibration. So yeah, kind of balance yourself out with like not just the earth, nature, the moon. Yeah. But some of you have to say it like it is, and you are living, breathing justice. You are karma on two legs. Don't get it twisted. Because you had integrity. These people wanted you to retaliate from the shit they was doing. They wanted you to just go off the rails. Things that they was using to trigger you with before, it doesn't work anymore. And I think that's what pissed it up. So they kind of just ramped it up. Do you understand? But they literally used up or dried up all their resources and what they stole from you too. Yeah. You've already stepped into victory. Already stepped into victory, my darling. So you should be proud of yourself. And this wasn't even what we was asking for. You know individually what you was praying for. Do you understand? But there's nothing what these people was praying for. So yeah, it's probably gonna be not a big shock, but an eye-opening shock. I do think that there are some people in it that you didn't really expect, but yeah, they was in it deep. So in that sense, that might come as a shock. But like I said, it is what it is. Yeah, somebody's feeling lots of anxiety. A lot of people's feeling anxious. I get a lot of people's guts are doing somersaults. Some of you are shitting up yourself or having the shits, whatever the case may be. Some of you can't even, yeah. They never wanted you to awaken spiritually. They wanted to keep you asleep. But it was destined for you to wake up when you did. Purely because of the spiritual attacks is what I get. And I also kind of sense that because of what you've been through as well, God ain't stupid. He knows you better than you know yourself. I don't think he wanted to do it too soon and at the wrong time in case it had the adverse effect. Or maybe in the past, might have made you learn things too early or get into much information with the way your emotions were before. But it probably would have been catastrophic, is what I get. But like I said, these people do the same MO relentlessly, but always expected different outcomes, and they didn't get that. Not this time, anyway, and they're not going to. Look, Harry wants on the bottom again, so I'm kind of sensing that people want to join forces with you now, or there are some organizations that are trying to lure you in or trying to find ways to initiate you, maybe. So you don't have to put that where it fits. Not for everybody, but for some, I will say that. It's about you putting your discernment now to good use, if that makes any sense. So yeah. But I will say you are joining together with people that you are supposed to be connected to. That's inevitable. You know? So yeah. I don't think there's anything else. I think I shall leave it there. But yeah. That's what I wanted to just add my little intuitive vision. I mean, the cards don't lie, people do. And although all those fake readers out there that are scamming people, ooh, it's going to be hell on earth for you. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribing. I hope everybody has a blessed day. I'm going to go and try and have something to eat now. I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten. High Priestess, inner knowledge, abundance. Ooh, right in the middle. I'm claiming this. I'm claiming this reading as well. So those of you want to claim this reading, you better claim it now. I strongly advise you claim it now, or forever hold your bacon. I don't know if I want to do any what's the word? Ancestor messages. I might actually, let me see, because the energy is it's a bit fluent now. Now I'm getting used to this table and chairs, guys. What am I to put you to the spend a penny? I just show you something before? Right. I purchased these and they are really nice. And it's vegan. Oh, it is a food supplement as well. But you know, sometimes when you it's gluten free and it's vegan because I'm allergic to certain things. It's well guard and they're creating gummies. So I've been using it for about a week now. But I have noticed that when I exercise, usually you'll go into like you feel tired. No, I got to tell myself to like have a break. It just boosts your performance. They're nice though. They kind of taste like sweeties. But yeah, nice. But yeah, try them. I think. Oh damn. I couldn't add it to my considering I buy some stuff from TikTok. And he said, "Oh, the gold hair there offered me a TikTok shop, but I couldn't add anything." And I'm thinking, why can't I add anything? Because these people make sure that they even if it's uh there's nothing wrong, like like when you comment on people's posts, people are lying at like, oh, you're targeting them or your comment is bullying. So I would screenshot it and put it up my wall and be like, explain that. But because of those what is it? Those warnings. There's 2 warnings, I think it was. That's what it took for you not to be able to put anything in your TikTok shops. And then why advertise it? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but I see it as once one door closes, another one opens. And any rejections, God protects. So God obviously has something better in store. So it's fine. The same people doing it, they're never gonna progress. If anything, they're declining at a rapid rate. I noticed that a lot as well. Oddly, like cars are back to front or the wrong way around. So I'm gonna give you something from the Ancestor Wisdom cards. I just wish I had longer fingers. Because my hand can't get, I don't know how people do it, my hand can't get around the whole part. I try. It's like you can't stretch your fingers. So I have to just do it in 2 goes, yeah? So if I just take, um, Seven of Air, Crossman of Air, 2 of Water, 7 of Water. 2 sevens here, 772, maybe. Can I get something from this one? And that just fell out my hand like this. It's because these cards are too blinking big. If I try to get a bit smaller. Ooh. Oh my days. What was I just saying about initiation? Can you see it? Initiation. But I'm thinking what I feel is in the spiritual realm, like you're going through some type of spiritual initiation is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's a spiritual initiation. I think the crows or blackbirds is representing that one. So I'll just read the Craftsman of Air. What would you relate that to? Creativity. So let's see. Let us see. Initiation is a major arcana. Initiation. There it is, number 2. 178. Almost there. 178. Yeah, initiation is the card of wisdom, it says. It says there's an ancient path for becoming human, for finding freedom and our own selves. There's a way to heal and a way to become whole, to discover who we are, where we are, and why we're here. From the moment of our first awakening, we have created rites of revelation, initiations into the mysteries hiding in plain sight. Isis and Osiris, Persephone and Demeter, Inanna, Dionysus, Odin, and Mother Earth herself have cleared the path before us. A single stalk of wheat, a flower, a grape, the wisdom was once held aloft to guide us, but we shrouded it in secret and symbols, then forgot their meaning. I get that. So your essence is purification, initiation, trust, let go of the past, go within, plunge into the unknown. What I just saying about having a whole new existence? It's all new, 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 new. And it kind of gives you a something for you to try for your counsel. It says, fill a tub with warm water and sprinkle in fennel, anise seed, and dandelion flower stems and leaves. Step into it, hold your breath, and plunge beneath the surface. Submerge yourself, feel the magic happen, sit up, head out of the water and breathe. Relax and let the old and the outworn dissolve. Thank the water when you're ready. Step out and know your life is beginning anew. I'm definitely going to try this one. Yes, I definitely am. So I'll read you um, Craftsman of Air. Okay, they're all quite long, innit? Craftsman of Air. It's 96. Craftsman of Air. Right, your essence is to study hidden truths, divine expressions, and embodiments. Intelligent and intuitive, instinctive and contemplative. The mind works best when it's open. The world will open for a craftsman who knows that nature doesn't require mastering. Once the mind has been mastered, the craftsman of air is studying the mysteries hidden in the shapes that spirit takes, the spiral shells and the spinning galaxies. And your counsel is magic is more than special effects, it's more than formulas and incantations. Though those are useful in achieving self mastery, magic does not grant you the power to control the world, but it may grant you the ability to understand it and yourself. And with the understanding will come reverence, respect, and responsibility. Your ancestors were craftsmen who knew that the first thing that your magic changes, it's oneself. Okay. Don't know if anybody agrees with that, but yeah, I think that's quite unique actually. So yeah. But the one with the taking a plunge in the bath with what is it? The anise and the dandelion flowers and roots. I have it dried, but I might get some fresh and try it. I'm definitely gonna try it. This is what I'm doing. Definitely gonna try it. So yeah, thank you all for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing. I hope everybody has a blessed day. I now have to return some phone calls. So with that being said, I shall be stepping away. But just remember that the only thing that can change it is you. Don't see the world how you may currently perceive it. If that makes you sense, you kind of gotta see beyond it. Kind of imagine it how you'd want to see it. Like picture it in your mind's eye, focus, and then that helps you to shift into that desired reality. If that makes any sense. But it all comes with healing and letting go of things that don't serve you. I know it's kind of hard, but once you try and you keep, even if you put up little post-it notes to remind yourself, you know, I mean, the people that would understand it more, or I would say on a more deeper level, are people like myself that have had to overcome like addictions, drugs, alcohol, prescription medication, just little things like that. Codependency, it could be eating, you know, drinking, things that are not good for your vessel. If that makes any sense. Once you rid yourself of that, it's literally like you purify your soul, and then it's really rare because everything seems different or you have a different perception. I think that's the most important thing in it. You got to see beyond certain things. Yeah. I kind of just retune how you would see an obstacle, if that makes any sense. And be careful how you talk to yourself. Because I used to do the same thing. I would come up against things and because I was just going through things after thing, it would irritate me, and I not realizing I was probably making it worse for myself by saying shit like, can't do this. I measure this stuff. I can do this. And I would do that. And it ended up being, I noticed like there was a pattern that I was doing. And I had to change that and come out of that pattern. Do you know what I mean? And pattern something new, which wasn't easy. It takes work, but it's doable. That's the point I'm trying to make. It takes work, but it's doable. And then once you get to that level of realization, shit changes. Like you'll see things that you probably didn't see before, but you've walked past every day and just didn't realize it. But now it has a totally different meaning towards it. And then you, on the other side, you appreciate things a lot more. Where it's probably things that you probably never used to think about before. That's the best way I can word it. Yeah. But if I can do it, you can do it. So there's no excuse. Do you understand? Just keep trying. Don't give up, because that's what the devil wants. The devil wants you to give up. And like I said, I say it again, the devil does not rob an empty house. So you must realize that if you're being attacked and targeted, it's because there's something in you that they want. Do you understand that? They don't have their self. Do you understand? And that should tell you how special you are. You may not feel it, but accept it. And love yourself and heal and let go. That's what I would say. But anyway, that's all I can add for that. So I'm hoping, even if it's helped one person, I don't mind. That's what it's about, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just take it from someone who's lived it and learn to not hold resentment and bitterness, because I'm telling you now, that will keep you in a perpetual loop of going through misfortune after misfortune after misfortune. Do you understand? And it's not good for your health, it's not good for your mind, and it's not good for the color of your hair neither, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That's what I would say, not good for the color of your hair. But it is what it is, isn't it? So you're here, you're blessed, you're happy, you're in one piece, you're ascended, and you radiate a different energy now, if that makes any sense. Like the baggage is gone. It's kind of dissipated. That's what I feel anyway. So we all feel differently in it, but like from my experiences, yeah, it's been a way. And just don't harbor malice towards even those that have tried to harm you. is pointless. Because that makes you know better than them. Yeah, and the fact that you don't retaliate speaks volumes. Because I'm telling you, some of these people done some things that the old version would have crashed out a long time ago. And that's why they kept doing the things they was doing, because they wanted to get that out of you. But the minute you balance both sides, you became a force to be reckoned with. I'm kind of glad. So I hope everybody else has a blessed rest of your day. I know the sun's out, but it's still cold outside. And yeah, take from it what you will. Do you know what I mean? And the rest is loot for somebody else, and or to share it with someone else that could use those uh, motivational words. So I'm not going to be nasty about it because it's pointless, and I could be, but because my mouth is ruthless, I'm not going to lie. But that's the old me. The new me is more. I'll think about it before I say anything. Whereas before, I never had no filter. Like whatever my mind said, it just came out. Yeah, and I'm looking to be that person. So yeah, why tear down someone because they try to tear you down? Kill him with love and kindness. But other than that, I'm going, guys. I'm going. Yeah, go on TikTok. Well, you can look online if you want to, but I got this from TikTok because it was cheaper. But you get two, and there's 90 in there, and you just take 3 a day. But yeah, you can use it to replace whatever sweet sweets, but don't eat sweets, it's not good for you. But yeah, TikTok shop. When I bought these, there was someone on there, and it was offering 3 for the price of 2. So for $19.99, you get 2 of these. But there was someone that was selling it on their link where you get 3 for the price of 2. I don't know if it's still there, you have to have a look. Do you know what I mean? But if I could add it to mine, I would, but I can't because they're not giving me any products to promote. Even though I still promote everything that I use. Do you know what I mean? And I show people the difference that it's made for me. But be careful of the fake ones. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of companies on there that will display this picture. It's like they're stealing a picture of it, and when it comes, it's something totally different. So go through the reviews, how much they've sold, and always look for like the original things on there as well. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. So thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your week.